The reason I've agreed to do this interview was because when I noticed that my ex-co-defendant, Gypsy Blanchard, got a lot of attention, as she did, and she just kept on getting more and more attention. I felt that it's been tipped in one side of a scale to where I really wasn't getting much coverage. I wasn't being able to actually be able to voice my opinion. I wasn't able to let everyone know what I truly feel.
Exactly. I felt like the hype with Gypsy Rose, it's so strong. Marry me, my witches and Wiccan. Welcome to Witch Talk Tales podcast. I am your host, Moon Witch, and tonight we are going to be talking about Nicholas Godejohn. 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 Nicholas Godejohn. Sorry about that. The reason why I'm doing this video is because everyone is talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard right now, but no one's talking about Nicholas Godejohn. He was a part of the murder, and everyone's giving Gypsy praise. I get it. If you're a Gypsy stan, go for it, babe. Go ahead and worship her. That's on you, babe. But it does show a lot about your character, and I'm not coming after nobody. I am just stating my opinion, keyword point of view. I was getting bashed by so many people, Gypsy stands, and I get it. I get where they're coming from. I understand the situation. I know that. But at the end of the day, people got to realize she is a red rum, spelled backwards, because I'm not allowed to say it. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to get in my copyrighted. This video is not hate towards nobody. I am not saying this towards anyone specific. I am just mentioning from my point of view, and let me put this in there. Advisory, this is adult language contents. This is for just educational purposes. Thank you, YouTube. I had to put that in there just in case. Just in case. With that being said, don't forget to like this video. Also subscribe. Join this chit chat coven. And without further ado, let's get to Nicholas Goldman interrogation, video, surveillance, all that good stuff.
Oh, then you guys get on the bus, and then you guys get here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did you ride a Greyhound each time you went?
Yeah,
All the way
yeah.
to buses?
There was no other bus station.
So where's the bus station stop at here?
Here it stopped in Milwaukee.
Okay. And then how did you get from Milwaukee to your house in Big Bend?
My mom picked us up.
Oh, okay. So then what do you call mom and say, hey, we're here, come pick us up?
Yep.
And so was that the first time that your mom ever met your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess she's your girlfriend, Gypsy's your
Yeah, she
girlfriend.
is. Yeah.
I don't like how she is asking him all these questions all at once. I don't know. It just sounds like he's comprehending, but he's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, it sounds like he's a child. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let's get to the video.
Yes, yeah, she's.
And you love her?
Oh, do I ever?
You love her a lot?
I was bummed my eyes out waiting for this moment where I can talk to you.
Okay.
Because I was so worried about her.
Yeah. I think she loves you too. We spoke to her and for a long time. And I'm kind of thinking maybe she loves you a little more than you love her. Because you're sitting here telling me things that I know aren't true. And then she's sitting here telling me things that are true. And
Scare tactic. They're using scare tactic on him. And the fact that they don't know that he's artistic and he doesn't comprehend certain things, it goes to show that they're using this moment or this situation to influence him and basically make him spill out all the tea. I get it. I get that's what they have to do. I get that. But it's just more of like, y'all couldn't just wait until he has a lawyer, or y'all couldn't just wait until he has someone there present, because it sounds like he's not. He's basically just blurting out because he's scared, you know?
if you really love her, I don't think that you would want her in that situation, okay? The situation that she's in right now. And so we're going to go down two paths here, okay? And that is just you're going to have to be honest with me. Because if you love her, if you love Gypsy, then you're not going to let Gypsy get in trouble without you being there to help her, okay?
I understand.
And so what you need to know is that Gypsy told us everything.
Okay.
We didn't talk.
They always want to say they told you everything, but they don't. They don't. They're just lying. They want you to confess.
And so So, Nick, I want you to do the honorable thing, okay?
And if you notice, I'm cutting some of the portion part is because of copyright and yeah. But I'm going to play this part that sounds like we need to pay attention to so people can realize the actions of both of them so they can't just be biased and be like, I'm choosing Gypsy because she went through the suffer things and then but no one is not choosing, not even choosing. It's not about choosing. It's about what's right and what's wrong. Accessory to murder, red rum. Accessory to red rum. And Nicholas is literally the one that did it. But just watch this.
You to lie, okay? So what I want to know is, can you tell me this first? Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay.
She asked him to. She asked him to, he said. Let me quote that again. She asked him to. Okay?
So Gypsy knew you were going to do it because Gypsy asked you to.
Yes.
Why did she ask you to do that?
Because she felt it was her only way to be with me.
Okay. She felt like if
She manipulated him.
you killed the mom, then that's the only way she could be with you.
Yeah.
Do you know the mom's name?
I don't know her real name. All I know is that she goes by Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Okay. So,
I thought the mom's real name was like Denise or Dina or Dinah. Her real name is Claudette. How did you get Dee Dee from?
has Gypsy asked you to kill anyone else?
No.
Okay. She just wants you to kill her mom.
Yes.
Okay. And how did Gypsy ask you to do that? Did she ask you to do that in a text message, on a Facebook, or in person, or something different?
Well, it was more than once. I mean, you had Facebook. We would talk about it on there. We would talk about it even on Texas.
Okay. And what kind of things would Gypsy tell you that she wanted you to do?
She wanted. The thing is that I know she loves her mom a lot. I know she does.
Yeah.
I had I was up here with her, and she felt guilty about the whole situation. I had to make sure she was safe. And meaning, like, I had to make sure she felt like she could be comforted by me.
You. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, and then the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
I know. Okay.
The only reason I did it is because I did it for me and her. That's the real reason I did it. I would have never did it if it was not for me and her.
Okay.
I feel like, keyword, I feel, okay? I feel like Gypsy used this poor boy on the Christian website and manipulated him and made him fall in love with her because obviously, and then she gave it to him as in their fornication. Am I allowed to say fornication? And she was like, and that was probably his first vajayjay. So he was already sprung, and she was like, you know what? I gave it to him. I'm manipulating him. And then to top it off, hold on. Let me add this clip in right here.
Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. I'm living my best life, and y'all can't take that from me.
And the D is
Fire!
Allegedly, she basically had Nicholas Goldman, allegedly, red rum her mom so she can get the D. That's what I think. Because
And y'all can't take that from me.
and the D is
Fire!
it's like she went boy crazy. So the mom wouldn't let her be boy crazy. So she said, I gotta do something about this. Let me stop right there before Gypsy Stan, don't come for me. I can handle it. But just letting you know, if you're commenting on my videos about anything that is negative, I'm blocking you. I am just speaking my facts. I'm actually repeating from what the video is saying. So I'm not bashing her. I'm just repeating out what the video was said.
So you wouldn't have done it if somebody else would have asked.
No. There's
Okay.
no way I would have did for anyone else.
Okay, so you just
'Cause I
did.
truly do worship her to the point there's nothing I won't do for her.
Okay, okay. Well, I think you've proved that, right?
Yes.
I think that you've proved that you do what she asked you to do, if that's the case, if she did ask you.
Yeah, she did ask me.
Okay, and she asked you more than once?
Um,
Did she ask you why you were here?
She asked me more than once because what happened was, at first she wanted, because the thing was is that she wanted to do it herself, but she was too, what's the word, not cautious, it's, I guess skittish is the word. I want to actually do it.
Okay.
Because
Sketchy.
She couldn't live with herself doing it.
Sketchy? Is he looking for the word sketchy?
Okay.
And as for me, I honestly to this day I still feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I do,
Right.
because I didn't, because I learned so much about her mom after she told me and more about it after actually being able to live with her for a little while.
Right.
I actually realized how great of a mom she was.
Okay. So it kind of makes you feel a little guilty.
No. I feel a lot more guilt than that.
Okay. Okay. So Gypsy's telling you about her mom.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, how
Okay.
she is and her accomplishments and all, yeah.
okay.
So now we're going to be hearing from Nicholas Goldman's mouth. I want to hear what he has to say. Let's go.
Ask you, why did you agree to do this interview with us?
The reason I've agreed to do this interview was because when I noticed that my ex-co-defendant, Gypsy Blanchard, got a lot of attention, as she did, and she just kept on getting more and more attention. I felt that it's been tipped in one side of a scale to where I really wasn't getting much coverage. I wasn't being able to actually be able to voice my opinion. I wasn't able to let everyone know what I truly feel.
Exactly. I felt like the hype with Gypsy Rose, it's so strong that she's a celebrity overnight, which I'm not mad at that. Literally, girl, do your thing. But it's more of like, okay, we know what Gypsy went through. We understand that. But what about John Goldman? I want to hear from his side, his point of view. I want to hear what he has to say because he was the one that was with her. So he had to witness everything that was being said and done. Correct? Correct.
Just know that she knows. She knows that I've taken the responsibility for mine already. I still have feelings for her. Of course, I will always have feelings for her. But every human being needs to grow and learn from their mistakes. And I feel that's where me and her both are right now. We're learning from this mistake that we've both made. I mean, the way she was raised, no woman should ever, no child for that matter, should ever have to be raised that way. I did feel that she was not taking responsibility for her actions, but at the same time, due to the way I know she was raised, I can't blame her. I can't. That, and along with my religion, with being a Christian, I know I'm not supposed to judge, so I'm not going to judge. It's just not part of who I am. I just won't do it.
What do you want people to know about you and your story, Nicholas?
The parts of my story that would be the main parts that would matter. And basically have it as a life lesson, basically. Tell them, don't be doing this stuff because you never know what it could lead to. And basically be an example of a role model if I could. Because, I mean, due to all the publicity Gypsy's getting, and she's getting me that publicity too, I feel like I have a responsibility. I feel like I have to be somewhat of a role model. And because of that, that's part of the reason why I feel like I have something to basically owe up to, basically. I mean, I do have restitution to pay to the society, which of course I'll be happy to do. But at the same time, I want to basically let everyone know that I'm not just this cold killer that doesn't have any feelings or anything else like that. I'm a human being. And as they say, human beings make mistakes. If I had
What he meant was, and this is what I think, what he meant was, what about him? What about his forgiveness? What about his praise? Maybe that's what he meant. I don't know. Why is this chair so squawky? Stupid chair. What Nicholas Godejohn would do differently?
Change anything at all. Of course, one of the obvious ones was I would have probably ran away with Gypsy. That's the obvious ones. I definitely would have done that because I don't want to be stained with a murder on my hands. I don't want to be stained with that. Being labeled as a killer, I don't want to be stained with that, but I'll live with it. I'll live with it. I probably would have attempted to try to get her to prolong it to a longer date, to maybe try to go a different route rather than what we did do. Or maybe trying to get her pregnant so this way her mom would be forced to let me in her life.
Pregnant.
Well, we really didn't get a chance to go to that route just because the limited time we had, there's just no way it would have been possible. So then maybe that'd be the only other minor change I would have made is that I would have ran away with her earlier. So this way I wouldn't have had to suffer all this time away from each other, that we could have been closer together. That's probably the only two things I would have changed, really.
Oh, you guys. That was crazy. Now that we hear from his point of view, then I want to hear from his point of view now, which means they should have done a follow-up interview with him to see his reaction to, Gypsy's, not roast of fame, but more of, yeah, roast of fame, I guess. I don't understand the hype. I really don't. At the end of the day, she is a red rum. And you can agree to disagree, but I'm just saying, if you really think about it, like, I read this comment where someone said they're literally worshiping her, saying that it's okay. So, like, are they saying that the next person should do it just because how the parents were treating them? We're not going to get to the argument. I'm just saying. Julie, I saw this video with Julie, the recap, like that's her TikTok name, and she's talking about these TikTok influencers or TikTok content creators commenting on Gypsy's post, and this is what they said. So let's see this. Let me scoot this side so y'all can see it. Because, girl, I'm about to go off, okay?
Let's check out the famous TikTokers who have been commenting on Gypsy Rose Blanchard's content lately. Gypsy Rose spent almost 8 years in prison for the murder of her mother, and she's just been released to instant popularity. Her TikTok account has already climbed up to 8.7 million followers, and her Instagram has 7.7 million now. Gypsy has filmed a new docuseries with the Lifetime channel, and during a very busy press day, she filmed her first Get Ready With Me, where a couple TikTok famous names were mentioned.
Get ready with me for my Lifetime press day.
No, yes. I wonder if have you heard of Alex Earl? Oh my god.
Let's check out some of the famous names that have commented on this Get Ready With Me, as well as how many people are watching it. 30 million views on TikTok she got for that video, and 25,000 comments. She got 17.3 million views on Instagram, and almost 9,000 comments. Some of the notable comments you'll see on her TikTok, this one's from Hulu saying, "So cute." Jeffree Star posted, "What a goddess, living her authentic self." Mama Tot commented, "She's so beautiful, love it." Beauty queen Meredith Duxbury got in on the comments as well, basically making an offer to Gypsy to do a Get Ready With Me with her. And Alex Earl, who was actually mentioned in Gypsy's Get Ready With Me, even commented, "So happy for you, beautiful." And some of those influencers didn't just comment once. We had Mama Tot and Meredith commenting under another post as well. Mama Tot said, "Okay, our girl has found Zara." And Meredith commented, "Slay queen." People are wondering how long Gypsy's fame is going to last, but she is certainly enjoying every moment of it. I'm definitely going to be following this story as it progresses. Make sure to hit follow.
In the words of Bailey's Syrian Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays. What will she say?
Murders really matter to her. Be better and get better idols. Get better idols, okay?
They're glorifying her, you guys. What about Nick? What about Nick? What about Nick? Not him, not to glorify him, but what about his side of the story? What about his piece? I want to hear him. I'm tired of hearing about Gypsy. That's why I'm making this video. It's not about her. It's about John Godejohn. And I really want to hear from his side point of view. So, with that being said, I just want to hear from his side point of view. This video had me very, like, I feel it. I understand her pain. But when she started speaking facts, I was like, hold the heck up. Like, girl, you right. So, I'm going to put this in here now.
Up my comments, like, why are we glorifying a murderer and this and that and the other? And you know, I don't want to have to remind people every single time that I'm not the one that committed the act of the kill. So, you know, I'm a part of it.
I supported her until I saw that video, and let me explain why. Originally, I supported Gypsy because she took accountability for her actions. But then I saw this video, and now a couple days ago, she was saying that murder is wrong, basically implying that she knows she's a murderer and she's also understanding, like, what I did was wrong. But then I see this video and it seems more to me like she cares about her image and she's, like, feeding into this whole influencer thing. And from a technical standpoint, she's correct. Like, she is not actually a murderer. She didn't perform the act. However, if it weren't for her, her mother would be alive. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that her mother deserves to be alive because what she did was wrong. But the way Gypsy's talking, she's letting everything just lay on Nick Godejohn. And before we get into the topic of Nick Godejohn, yes, I know about what he did at the McDonald's. I know what he said he wanted to do after Dee Dee. But you also have to remember, Gypsy was very aware that he had multiple personality disorder and autism. Is he a safe individual to be around? Absolutely not. Is Gypsy a safe individual to be around? Probably not. And before you tell me she didn't know any other way out, her mom had control over her whole life, so she didn't have any mental standpoint on what else she could do. Don't bother, because for one, she fled after the whole murder was committed because she knew how bad things could get for her. She knew how to log onto a computer, make an account, and find a boyfriend. She knew all about sex. And she knew how serious Nick Godejohn's mental illnesses were to the point where she used those to her advantage. And don't take this video as me standing up for Dee Dee, Nick, or Gypsy, because at the end of the day, all three individuals have some serious issues. But it seems to me like the only one that we're not holding accountable is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The court system has made their decision to let Gypsy out, so at the end of the day, what's done is done. And this isn't a video like implying that she should go back to jail, but what it is implying is that we should not be making this woman an influencer or famous, or however you want to describe this. She should not be making money off the murder she helped commit. What she should be doing is focusing on therapy, focusing on her new marriage instead of making jokes about it on social media. She should be spending time with her family, potentially finding a job, because most parolees have to have a job after leaving jail, or prison, sorry. And I wish her a healthy and happy future, but at the same time, I don't think that we should be glorifying this girl, especially when young children are on this app and all other social media apps. And you can come at me all you want, but any comment that I can already foresee being put in my comment section, I've already addressed it. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
She took the words right out of my mouth, and I'm just going to end this video with that. Her name is Gypsy. Gypsy talking about me. Her name is MJ Toddler Mama. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and also like this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Please, no negativity. I can handle it, but I'm just letting you know I'm blocking it. So with that being said, be careful out there. Be safe. Don't worry about anybody else but you. Look behind your back. Make sure you trust nobody but yourself, not even your spouse. Have a good night.